into them. Let's see how this one will begin. Steady jaunt into halls.
And actually contacting, trying not to give anything away. Messing with expectations early.
Not giving anything away with util, but as the door opens wide, so does the opportunity to claim a few kills. It's traded and equalized. Just the 1-for-1. Damage done to Devi. But the smokes are dropped down, and that's going to be impetus now to go into the side. A flash repeat and a refight from them. EG, they choose their timings, and they choose them well. Even a Boostio following up. Com with the anchor in position. That's
Take a look at that in the replay. The flash just sets up Boostio perfectly there, and the recon dart lights up anybody who as well for them recently. Well, they were at 90% pistol win rate in the game before they went up against Liquid. Since then, they were only able to go 4 and 6 in pistol rounds with 1 bonus conversion. So that strength of theirs has disappeared, and yet they were still able to beat Liquid and almost able to get a crazy OT and possibly even a win against Fnatic. So to me, the pistol bonus round momentum is what turns EG from being a great team into an unstoppable one at this tournament. It hasn't been the only thing they're relying on.
Absolutely not. There's plenty of things that are looking nice for them. This is a bit of damage being put into the round here with a share of shots fired and sailing right through. Maybe even a plant online as well to get some extra money going. Device still alive and kicking. Repositions over towards Canteen, but it's just going to be up to him. Picking up the Bulldog. Can really make this quite pricey. Ethan will finish him off though. 2 players surviving for EG.
And Boostio didn't buy into that. He's always going to have...
In terms of the arsenal of EG, of what they've got under their belt. Have a slow beginning. Pretty split out. See Jing and Forsaken. Just contacting into the north side here. Fight to be taken into halls. Dart over the top, and ZG trying to take the timing off of it. Fully lit up.
I mean, look how good that is. The shock dart to stop a contact play, then flash recon again.
They're trying to pincer it straight through halls again. Round the back. That's Com. He's dealt with. Taken care of. Still taking point with the rifle. Lovely movement to reset. Boombot assisting Forsaken. He's still alive. Eventually bringing him down with the help of his compatriot Jing. Comboing together here. The rifles carrying him through the brunt of this round.
Boostio and Demon 1 not with very much weaponry whatsoever, so should be clean here for Paper X.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, 1 player left standing. It's just Demon 1 with the Sheriff now. He's pulled off some insane stuff before. You can see the respect being showcased, but the door opens post plan. The beginning of these rounds has been starting out quite contacty, but okay, there's a clash. Skirmish, Utils exchange, and what a time to take a fight. Jorgamo rips ahead of Forsaken straight off with the help, but again, that supplementary Util. And space is being granted and get into them. Oh, what a strike, it collapses, but no damage, not enough
so
to claim
close.
the kills.
So close, though, to absolute perfection from Paper X. That was a ton of good utility pressure that they applied. Meanwhile, Boostio with an operator. Wasn't really the story of this round, going over and playing B, but now he's got to retake with quite an unwieldy weapon.
Unless somebody gives him a kill as well. CGRS wants to take the fight to him. Look at that, in the spawn, Aftershock. Drop down to cover the flank, just in case the players do push him from that area. Demon 1's still there, Dart. Clearing it close, Ethan low enough though that they still want to play for this one. The turret actually takes him out. Wasn't anticipating it, good reactions. Flick upwards there, landing onto Com. Leaving it just to Demon 1. He'd love to grab this operator to save into the next. That's what he's trying to do, he's guarding it. Finds the kill, will he be hunted? Not quite, still able to claim that weapon into the next.
Before it can happen. Partly thanks to this guy and that aggressive push.
He hasn't been putting up the highest numbers in the world, but honestly, he's been performing on the big stage, and that's what counts.
And the big moments.
Yeah.
These clutch scenarios, the important key kill in a round.
Hasn't let the pressure get to him.
No, if anything, he's played very freely under the pressure, realizing that even if he makes a mistake, that's expected of him.
I think that's one of the most dangerous aspects of this Paper X squad is the fact that they are playing with pretty minimal expectations. You know, they don't have their full strength roster. They're not going to be able to get something into Japan to play, no matter how well they do at this point. You know, there's only 1 more game yet to be played. If they do win this, here's an attempt to try and flood back in. Showstopper, massive value. 2 kills off the rip. Pick up some rifles, pick up some guns, upgrades. All around, Boostio hitting his shot. Ults exchange, but it's just down to Devi, and where is he? Backside of halls. He's going to try and stop this defuse. This was a bit of a half by here. First kill found, but shut down by Jorgamo.
EG had no right to that round. And yet by virtue of their ultimates and an excellent understanding of what Paper X were doing, they found a timing as they were transitioning back into post-plant setups.
Boosted with the operator here, there's going to be a stun to set up the angle. And here we go, flash onto it, Jorgamo right here. Finding value immediately. Jing opened himself a little bit too wide as the squeeze onto the south side. You just don't expect it, the push of the operator.
It's such a good idea against Defy's lockdown, which is an obvious potential way that Paper X were going to try and get into the B site, contest them early, squeeze the person that's watching over towards the A side of the map.
Do choose to still commit the lockdown here at work.
Jorgamo's going to deliberately get detained.
Oh, no way. And he's going to be calling it out. Pre-fired onto the corner. Forsaken's wondering how the hell did they know I was creeping up onto it?
Unreal.
And Jorgamo does not get cleared, still alive in the fight. Once more, left up to Divide. Scrambling, racing around. Yeah, the plant is down, but he'd have to pull off something unruly. First one is going to be gained. There's a fight taken towards him, but sticking halfway, all the way. But Ethan and his team have got the coverage.
Is that everything seems to be working right now. You have a risk, you have an idea, it pays off. In Valorant, you're supposed to throw as many ideas at the wall as possible because...
But everybody for Paper X gathered and grouped up towards Tree. It's a fast play into Tunnel as well. They're going to be meeting them. Forsaken with a jump spot. He's like, I want nothing to do with that.
But this is also one of those ult swing rounds. If Paper X loses this, the economy might be shot.
Up close, tagged up though. Con was set up for it. Here's the overdrive. Forsaken would love a kill. Run and gun, at play, at work. He's suited for it. Here's a Rolling Thunder, intending to punish. Scatters his way through, trying to buy a bit of space and time once more for them, but his crossfire setup says gaps in the openings. Still Forsaken's in it, but he's the last one left and he's got so much more to do. Spike has been planted for him. He gets information, knows that Team 1 is in main, whips out the rifle, 8 bullets left. Needs to find a kill here. Ethan opens himself to it. Here's the ult. Still left, gonna be fading at any point now. Wide to the angle. Team 1 shuts him down.
And also stifles Paper X's economy here. This is where EG are at their most dangerous, in my opinion, Brent. When they're able to win with one ultimate, just the breach ult, to be able to clear out an area that Forsaken was challenging, survive in these spots, just get by. But look how timid Paper X are at the start of these rounds and how contact they are to try and not give away. So this is a play that they normally make when something's in,
and this is the trouble.
They try to, that play is designed to try and double blast pack Jing into Canteen, and he's already dead.
Boostier's picking up this off, man. It's a very intelligent purchase. Emphasis being placed as well. I mean, he's had this since the bonus round, I believe, since the 3rd round, for good reason, because Paper X have been playing so contacty at the beginning.
This is very deep though, isn't it? Taking Mind Freak smoke and getting into a nice position on site.
What?
That's exactly what Paper X needed.
Okay, that's gonna certainly even things out. Plenty of ults online for EG to try and delay and deny. Here we go. Hunter's Fury comboed with the orbital strike up into tower. One tag, Forsaken, damage done. Here's the second, but shut down in the midst of it. Divide, he's lurked his way behind, and let's see how EG deal with this one. They are still capitalizing. Kills are being collected all over the bloody map. CGRS left alone, stationary, just behind Dice, trying to tuck himself. He needs a bit of a bailout, but Divide's shut down. He was his last line of defense, and they do deal with it. Here we go. Fast with the rip. Okay, I mean, I don't know what the reveal was there, but again, just potentially spam through the door, causing Forsaken to fall early on from all of this. It's a squeeze onto the south side. That double push of EG is ripping Paper X to pieces.
That's so sick by Com. He throws a shock dart at the start of the round to be able to catch onto somebody, and it opens the door for him to be able to punish the aggressive players. I mean, that is just marvelous timing. How to use a piece of utility to inflict damage and also offer you further opportunities to frag off of it. The combo play there from him supporting Boostio is just unreal to deal with Paper X.
You can feel it just in the positioning. The way the Paper X are playing, they are left scrambling for answers. 3 left alive. Slight jiggle. There's information gathered at least. Boombot met with the fault line. All the way slowed down. Ethan seeking to contain any other pushes. Onto Jing, Molly at the feet. CJRS was not aware of it, and he shot the spike out into the open. Mind Freak really doesn't stand a chance. Satchels, util lobbed right over. straight up bullying at this point.
In the world right now that can particularly touch EG's Fracture. But as we head deeper into this map pool, things get into more and more contested territory. To be honest, scoreline fool you. PaperX will be back with a vengeance later on. So that's designed to put pressure on Com. Doesn't quite hit though, does it?
Yeah, and this time it's Jing who's taking the pathing out towards Sand, but Split approached. It's pronged outwards. No chance to latch onto a kill for any of the PaperX players through the wall, though. I believe that might have been just intended for a piece of utility. Demon 1, though, he's holding it down, anchoring, pushing through the smoke. Coverage is there, yet the util still exchange, and Jing is back in the fight, back in the action. The 2-for-1 special, Spike not picked up, but now he's got it in his hands.
Does he realize both of the EG were in halls just then?
Oh, this util, it's putting a squeeze on him.
He must do now.
Showstopper from Jorgamo, seeking to deny. Jing spammed up close, up top. Just one.
Smoke's down.
Ridiculous. We saw EG running this same defensive setup on A against DRX, and it worked immaculately. They're playing through smokes to support.
It's a full delivery. Smoke dropped down deep as well. Lots of players behind this one, but just Divide to meet them inside the smoke. Boombot trying to seek the timing. He does catch it. Claims the kill. Backs away though. Will he get onto the ropes? No, stunned up. Just didn't have the momentum to escape, so that's it. Traded, evened out, drop. Control going to be lost for them. Boostia with the op now. What timing is he going to try and seek? Fast lane, cutting off his available line of sight. He's hoping for a kill. Spots it, just the one angle. There it is. Flick to adjust still. It's Jing as well, holding down that drop with the showstopper in his hand. The rifle, enough to find two.
Jing has nade for that.
Here's a lockdown. Nade, rebounds, wall bang, Boostio. He's pushing the issue. He's forcing a fight right to them. Shot darts, clearing close. Not the best weapon for the job. Dart round the side, tags onto CGRS, pushing down with the shorty. Here's the molly, sails over, orbital strike still around us. They're not gonna be able to get half. EG pushed off of this one, has enough time, it being purchased all the way through here. I think they've realized it. The job has to be done. Tap onto it, there's the ult force through. The time has run out. Mindfreak claiming that kill, Boostio making the most of it, realizing he had to get half at any chance of winning.
How are they going to be able to pull out another one of those?
That took everything.
Jing played that fabulously though. Despite the fact that he gets caught by this operator shot, which is a lovely one by Boostio, Jing does all the matter which way it goes. It's excellent for EG.
That's an orbital strike being held by Demon 1, the fault line early off the rip.
Yeah, usually they play this off turret contact, but they're doing it off Jorgamo's instead. So that actually allows Demon 1 to hold it. PaperX have to play this round quickly. If they end up getting caught with 20-30 seconds left on the clock, you can't plant against a Brim ult and a Breach ult.
No, there's no chance. They've got enough stall, enough delay. Tree control gained. PaperX willing to slow it down for but a moment, but we're reaching that minute mark right into the sight line of Boostio. And there it is. Striking back, no damage done. Narrowly missing with that shot, but the dart's waiting for them. Sight is compromised. Deep onto the angle, off the dart. That's going to be Boostio swinging, and just look at how good the supportive utility is. We sing the praises of EG all day long. Ethan and Com, they're the difference makers on this map.
But remember the clock. There's only 40 seconds right now. Device miles away in terms of a position to use his lockdown, and even so, I don't think Demon 1 would even commit the ult. This is falling to pieces, looking like a 9-3.
Shots fired, Boostio still maintains his cool, watching every angle, and yet they are losing it. It's fallen to pieces, it's scraps, it's up to Divide, but you're working against everything. Two ults, your position, they are hunting for you. The orbital strike to clear out and cleave out.
Started out with EG's structured play, being able to control the chaos of PaperX. I don't think it's likely that we're going to be saying that all throughout the series.
No.
But for now, the pretty style of EG, the most dangerous. I think this is going to give us another look as to how the pistols are going to go this series as well.
Okay, good answer. An attempt to follow through and follow up. Jorgamo with the satchels as well, just to see if he can catch that timing. The back heels are forsaken though.
Look how fast the A-Hall's flank is.
Left alive on 52. Health they've lined up for him. That's 3 in a round now. He's gone for the ace. The shots are fired. Damage is done, and there's the follow-up. Like you said earlier, Josh, it's that A-Hall's flank, the big.
If PaperX want any chance of being able to come back into this game, I know the Fracture's incredible for EG, but it feels wrong counting PaperX out of any of these scenarios. I've seen maps so far at Masters Tokyo. We're going on to continue in the tournament. I feel like we could have said the exact same thing about the first map when they played against NRG.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mindfreak at the end of it saying, I don't know how we won that series. I can't believe we did. But that's the kind of stuff that this Paper X team will give you. Never stop believing.
Just miracle moments. And are skilled enough to jump on them, pounce on them. Very narrow angle, Forsaken trusting in the reactions to land that one. Turret catching the contact, he wants to go for a second peek. Will do so. Util dumped into tower. Positions move back. Tower is occupied now as well. They are really pushing out. Divide, blinded up, jump spot round. Forsaken's got his teammates back. Corralled up into the corner. Looks like an attempt to refight this one. Do they have any util? Stun, right click in their face. This could very quickly turn sour if it hasn't already. 3 versus 3. The advantage to Paper X being that they know where the positioning of these players are.
And 2 of them will die to a single shot from Forsaken.
Needs to stay alive here, get value out of this one, but constantly repositioning. They've got them collected. 30 seconds. Ethan.
30 seconds left.
Com waiting 15 seconds for the regenerative util with the dart. There's a stun and a repeat. Damage still being done yet. Okay, all collected in the end.
Kind of aggressive play that centers around Forsaken and Jing. If you allow EG the space on the map, they're going to go around, they're going to hoover up the ult orbs. Doing a Nunu cosplay, or very difficult balance they have to tread of being aggressive without throwing it away.
Well, here we go. Talk about aggression. Smoke in his face, no angle cleared. Crossfire set up with Timmy the turret. But Lucio's feeling the heat now, isn't he?
He really is.
They've been really trying to clear him out of this! The reactions are just sublime. Lucio responding in kind to every challenge he was facing. There were fights taken, evened out across the board here, but it ends with just Mindfreak left alone in the 1v3. Heavy boot steps, they know exactly where he is. Flash and a repeat, the supportive util.
Come through 10 times out of 10 in this spot. Of course, the first one, a gimme based on his excellent positioning. That, and then to get a follow-up on the best coming out from Boostio.
It's been a lot. Here's a standard play from Paper X, so they go for this tunnel control to stun and a refight, the reclaim of this one. Com was playing just in a tuck position, but he's dealt with. The aim is nasty good from Mindfreak.
They have to worry about Boostio here. It's all good Paper X being aggressive and getting the kills, but if they leave gaps like this, Boostio could still be a thorn in their side. CGRS is somewhat aware of it. He keeps looking back in this direction.
Smoke drop down for Boostio to play in as well. He's tucked towards this one.
CGRS is not hard holding this. Okay, now with the smoke down, he's thinking about it. He's still worried about tower and tunnel. All down to Boostio, and at this point, surely the timing's gone for him.
Smoke face, they spotted him out. Respect showcased. Fault line for your trouble.
Expect from this squad. Look at the way in which they're just so happy. One stim beacon running together to try and take fuels. They're planning to overwhelm EG with pure...
Do that big wrap around, but here we go, a new turn of events. See how this one will end up. Jing is punished. Tries to take the peak angle. Satchel play, Jogamo again. To vacuum up even more. Another strike right into the center of it. And if the rifles didn't do it, the ultimate would have. Evaporation. All the players disappearing. Ethan, lone player left. Flash re-peek. Found himself at the angle. Has the ult in his hands. He was thinking about using it.
In a 1v3, he knows the other players are going to be grouped up around the spike. This is some level of confidence.
Yeah, he wants a few more though. Needs to find an easier fight for it. There's one through the wall. Enough damage done to him. 20 HP. Any single player could really bring him down in this moment. Forsaken is low enough himself, but just doesn't look doable. CGRS as well now holding that util. Forsaken takes contact, they're going to be pouncing. There's a stun. Used pound for pound.
In such a coordinated manner. The pinch coming through here on EG's stack is immaculate. And that's the second time we've seen Mindfreak use his ult like that, just completely trapping players.
Again, stalwart defender of that one particular section if he's going to be met. Any sort of pressure? No. Boombot, here's a stimmy, here's the stuns. Sails Rider through and across. This is a reaction from EG. They choose to use the rolling thunder. Divine was stunned up, and yet he hits that. But Com, he does return fire. And he has to make it a little bit more even. Drone tagging onto Forsaken, yet still claims the kill. Flash in their face, cacophony of utility. Sweeping across the map. This way and that. Here's the lockdown now. An attempt to get a bit of a breather in the moment. Lockdown used into tower, Team 1 hears it. No amount of fancy movement will save Forsaken from that one, so space has been cleared all the way through. Mindfreak and Jing, they can't afford to play under the site, but as it was actually destroyed there somehow, but...
Yeah, Jing's used his nade for it by the look of things.
Right at the tail end, there's a satchel play, of course, the top. Alarm bot, how is he managing that? He knows what a second player is. Util caught out in the open. Ethan normally so good for it. It's just up to Demon 1, and here's a familiar state of affairs, isn't it? Orbital strike, denying the first tap. But now the showstopper. Jing gonna be using it. One ultimate for it, smoked on onto the defuse, but he's done it! Finds it, stopping the defuse, half not gained. Jing realizes it, it's done, it's over.
If they hear anything arcade, both duelists run at them. The pinch comes through. How Devi hits this, I will never know. And yet as things descend, Jing manages to deal with the lockdown and take out both players in tower. Pops ult to try and stop. That has got to be a reaction to Jing taking those kills through tower.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure it was turned around as soon as Demon 1 won the round.
Grouped up, EG, they have immediately struck back! Spray through, spray down. CJRS will only gain the 2.
I have the spike.
And yeah, it felt like we just exited that replay and suddenly we're met with this scenario, a 1v3.
Yeah, a wild clash on the south side, and Devi is left stunned quickly, 30 seconds in a 1v3. The question being, does he even go for this? They don't have a large loss bonus. Forsaken, CGRS, and Devi would be able to buy next round. That extra gun might be the difference maker.
But he feels like he has to go for it. It's 11-7. Can't let EG grab up all the way to map point. He has money in his back pocket. Taking away the guns would be quite useful. Trying to find one of the fights as well. At least tucks himself into the corner, but...
And he doesn't usually have too much backup. He's smoked off.
Yeah.
So the fight instead happening towards halls, as it did in the prior round.
You might just see a brawl take place. Lots of ults. Here we go. Hunter's Fury, showstopper. Let loose. Jing close to the corner, but Hunter's Fury is doing work. Clears out the close corner. Jing will fall. So no raised players on either side. Take a breather and a step back now. Reassess the situation. Boostio gaining some ground towards drop, and as there's that re-exploration, Mindfreak was hunting for some information. He pays for it with his live. Divido does catch that lurk round. I have to try and stop this towards halls. The smokes have been dropped. Door open. Again contacting, slowing it down. 50 seconds left, and they're going to be facing it with the firing line. Devi, he will fall. CGRS.
Forsaken's got to capitalize on this for Paper X to win.
Catching the contact, here's the ult. Does he let it rip? Yes, he does. Scatters across onto the side, 2 players connected, but so does it onto Forsaken. He's stunned up.
He ran into it.
No
he was
chance.
Trying to capitalize, at least it's bought time. They know it's going to end A. No, Forsaken's worried about it going towards B right now.
It's chaos. It's the fast rotation back over towards it, but EG slowly tightening the net. Util to clear out close to the site. Everything being expended. CGRS and Forsaken, they've doubled up. It's a high-low setup here. Time running so damn short. First kill granted to him. Close to default. Aftershock pushing him wide out into the open. No bullets left. It's a 1-2 face as well. They have to try and collect these kills. Pushing him all the way down. CGRS is done. Not enough.